Morning students, this is Bhanu Prasad working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering in MBA College of Engineering and Technology. Today we will discuss about planing machine. Okay, comes in our previous lecture we will discuss about what is slotting machine and what is the working principle of slotting machine. Next one is what is the mechanism we are using in the slotting machine. Next one is what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what are the tools we are using in the slotting machine, what are the applications. So this is our previous lecture. Come to today class, we will discuss about planing machine. So what is planing machine? Okay, so first of all, go for introduction one. So these are the three kind of different operations. The first one is shaping, slotting, and planing machines. These three are very important one. Okay, three are very different operations we can do. But similarly, planing and slotting, planing and slotting is both are some related one. Okay, so shaper, slotter, and planer one. Okay, so see here. First of all, introduction of the planer one. So this planer also similar to the shaper. Okay, so planer is machine that used to generate accurate flat surfaces and cutting tools. Okay, so by using this planer machine to generate accurate flat surfaces and cutting slots one. Okay, so flat surfaces one. We want to produce flat surfaces on workpiece for machine sheet. We can go for planer operations one, planing machine one, or we can go for shaper of machines one. Okay, so the shaping machine and planing machines are used to generate the accurate flat surfaces and cutting slots also. Okay, so it is one of the main definition for the planer. Okay, so it is similar to the shaper one. So it is similar to the shaper. Shaper also one of the shaping machine. So it is that is also used to produce the flat surfaces, but it is larger than the shaper machine. But in shaping machine, small parts you can machine one. But here in planer one, we can use it for large parts one. High production rate onwards, we can use it for these kind of planing machines. Okay, అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం mass work, పెద్ద heavy works on flat surfaces చేయాలంటే we can go for planing machine one. We want to machine small work parts one, so go for the shaper machine one. Okay, that is the major difference between the shaper and the planer one. Both are similar one, but it is larger than the shaper machine. Okay, and with the entire workpiece moving beneath the cutter one. So the entire workpiece, it is moving for beneath the cutter. Okay, so next one is the work table is moved back. The work table is moved back and forth on the bed beneath and the cutting head entirely by mechanical means such as rack, pinion, gears, and a hydraulic system. The work table here moved backward. So here the work table is forward and backward. We have the motion one. So based on the motion one, we are doing the flat surfaces one. So that's why based on the convenient one, we are moving the table one. So forward and backward one. But when the table work, it is moved for backward, and the fourth on the bed beneath the cutting either. The table move back once. The fourth on the bed beneath the cutting head. The cutting head either be mechanical means. So the cutting head either. So when the tool move for back one, the fourth on the bed beneath the cutting head either by mechanical means such as rock, pinion one, gears one, and a hydraulic system. So it is one of the introduction about the planer machining operation. Okay. So next one is see here. What is the planer one? First of all. So it is an introduction one, but here comes to here, what is planer? Machine which produce flat surfaces, that is called as the planer one. Okay, a machine which produce flat surfaces one. So some example, any workpiece, that is a small workpiece as a bigger one, any kind of machine part one. So it to produce the flat surfaces one, that is called as one of the planer, or we can call as the shaper one. So it consists of a stationary housing for holding the tools. So it consists of a stationary. Now the stationary housing for the holding the tools one. So that is one of the benefit for this one. So a table holding the work reciprocally. A table holding the work. So in table one we are clamping the workpiece sum. So that's why a table holding the work reciprocates sum. Okay. So large work cannot be accommodate on the shaper one. So large work that cannot be do on the shaper one. Okay. So planer and shaper are both are similar one, but Comes to the planar one, large size of portion one, large size of parts one, we can mission it for in this type of planing mission. Okay, the tool is stationary, but the work moves. See here, the tool is stationary, but the work will move forward and backward direction. Okay, the tool is stationary here. Okay, so the work is not stationary, tool is stationary, but work will be moves forward and backward directions. So it is the planar. Planar is which produce the flat surfaces is called as the planar. So we have the stationary housing holding devices we have. Next one is the table will hold the workpiece. Large works cannot be done on the, you cannot do missions on the shape machining. So the tool is stationary, but work is moves. So it is one of the planar. Next one is go for planar working principle. So here working principle is very important. Each and every machining operation of the working principle is very important. So comes to here, it is a work. Okay, so here tool is stationary, work will move for forward and backward direction. Okay, remember that point. But here the tool is stationary, but work will move for different direction one and do the flat surfaces one and produce the flat surfaces one. So see here, work is fixed on the table one here. So here what we are fixed in the, so that it is the inside one, we have the table one, that table one we are clamping the work here. Okay, now the work is fixed on the table one. Okay, so here the table on the which work is clamped is impacted on reciprocating momentum. Okay, so here the table is clamped with the workpiece which moves the reciprocating momentum. Okay, cutting takes place during the forward stroke of the table. The cutting is takes place for the forward stroke of the table, forward and backward. Okay, forward and backward we have two types of strokes. One, so the cutting takes place, it is a forward stroke of the table one. So next one is during return stroke, the cutting tool is slightly lifted one. So we have the forward stroke and the return stroke one. In forward stroke one, the cutting takes place, but comes to the return stroke one, cutting tool is slightly lifted one. Okay, so in forward cutting one, so see here the cutting takes place, the forward stroke one. But the return stroke one, the cutting is slightly lifted. Okay, we have the two stroke, forward and return stroke one. Forward stroke onwards, cutting takes place one. Return stroke onwards, the cutting tool will move for slightly one or lift the slightly upward direction one. Okay, so next one is the tool is feed for each forward stroke one. So here the tool is feed for the actually tool holder one in previous. Okay, but in previous slotting missions are other mission also. The tool is hold for the tool holder. The tool is feed for the tool holder. Okay, the tool holder is feed for the ram. Okay, it is the direction one. But here the tool is feed for each forward stroke one. So it is one of the working principle. So see here another one. Another the table is driven by an electric motor. So here we are using the table one. This table is driven by the electric motor. So the length of the stroke can be adjusted. The length of the table stroke. So the table stroke we have. The table stroke one, the table one, we are clamping the workpiece. So we have the large size of workpieces we are choosing and doing the flat surfaces one. So the length of the table, one, the stroke can be adjusted one. So the stroke it will be adjusted and doing the planing operation one, producing the flat surfaces one. So okay, the speed of the return stroke is also regulated one. The speed of the return stroke also regulated one. So we have the forward stroke and return stroke. In forward stroke onwards, the cutting takes place one. In return stroke onwards, that cutting to move for slightly one. The cutting tool will be lifted for upward one. So after that we can remove the workpiece one. So but here the speed of the return stroke also regulated one. So see here another one. Working principle of operation software planar machine. So see here, so it is a tool feed. It is tool feed work. It is a table and work travel one. So it is a table and the work is traveling here. So it is a table. So in table one, the workpieces we are clamping here. Based on this tool one, we are doing the planing operation here. So in this diagram one, okay. So comes to the mission one. It is a graphical diagram one. Comes to the mission one. So the completely mission is the planing mission one. Here we are doing the flat surfaces like this. Okay. So it is a table one. It is a work table one. So it is workpiece one. It is work table. In work table one, we are feeding the or we are clamping the workpiece here. It is a tool head one. This tool head. So it is a control cross rail, it is a carbon one. Okay, so it is the block diagram one. So shaping mission, actually it is a shaping mission one. Okay, so these two are the principle and operation of the planing mission. You can see here. Construction details of the planar one. So here it is the detailed parts of the detailed parts of the planing mission. Okay, so what are the parts we have in the planing mission? Means, first of all, it is a cross meter one. It is cross meter. It is a column one. It is cross rail. It is feed mechanism. It is a bed. It is a table. It is a tool head. It is column one. So column we have the left side and right side. So these are the construction details of the planar. Okay, column we have the forward and backward. So upper part we can call as the cross member. Lower part we can call as the table one. That the bed or we bed one. So this bed onwards we are feeding the all parts. Okay, the bed is supporting of the total entire mission. The bed is total support for the entire missioning operation. So table onwards we are fitting the table. Bed onwards we are fitting the table. Table onwards we are fitting the workpiece. Workpiece onwards we can see two head column on one. Okay, so these are the parts. So you see here each and every part a detailed work function one. So the main parts of the planing mission. So we have the main parts here. So in this planing mission, in this planing mission, these parts are very important. These parts play the key role in the planing mission operation. First of all, bed. Bed is the base of the entire mission. So total any kind of mission, the bed is the base one here. Second one is table. So bed onwards we are fitting the table one. Table onwards we are fitting the workpiece. Next one is housing or column one. So it is one of the very important one. Next one is cross rail. Cross rail is also very important one. Next one is tool head. So tool head also very important. Next one driving mechanism. Next one is feed mechanism. Driving mechanism how? Feed mechanism how? So these are the important parts we are using in the planing mission. So first of all, go for the bed. So the large box like casting one. So the large box, it is nothing but a casting. So this is made with the cast iron also. This bed is made of cast iron material one. So the length is nearly twice the table length. So the bed length is almost twice the table length. So the table you can choose for half of the bed only, but the bed is twice for the table. So it consists of guideways on which the table moves for. So we have the guideways. It consists of the guideways on which table moves on. So when the table moves for forward and backward one. So in this one we are consisting of a guideways here. How is the driving mechanism of a table? So how is the driving mechanism of a table one? This one. This is made of cast iron. So here. So this bed is made of cast iron. So it is one of the base for the any kind of machines. Okay, it is a milk machine or any kind of machining operation. The bed is the base. The bed is the main pillar of the total machines. Okay, so next one is also here table. So it is also called as platen. So table or we can call as platen. The large rectangle casting mounted on the bedways. So large rectangular casting, a large rectangular casting is mounted on the bedways. This one. So the whole the work reciprocating along the bedways. So the table major function is to hold the work and reciprocate the along the bedways. Okay. So next one is the top surfaces has T slots one. So here in this table one we have the top surfaces. The top surfaces is as a T slots. So the work is clamped on the T slots. So here top surfaces we have the T slots. The work is clamped on the T slots. Okay, the workpiece is clamped on the T slots only. Okay, so it is one of the table major function. Next one is housing or column. The large vertical structure of the each side of the bed is known as the column one, or we can call as housing one. So this is the column one, or we can call as housing one. So the large vertical structure on each side of the bed. So we have the right side and right side. We have the left side. Left side and right side we have the two columns one. So the large vertical structure on each side of the bed is known as the housing or column one. It supports the cross rail. So the major function of the housing or column means it support the cross rail on the which two heads are mounted on. So it supports the cross rail on the which two heads are mounted one. So in cross lane onwards, the two will be feeding one. So it also supports the mechanism for the operating two heads on. So it supports the cross rail or it supports the mechanism for the operating the two heads also. So it is also made of cast iron. So it is one of the very important part for the planing machine. So next one is cross rail. So see here, a rigid casting mounted on the horizontal of the column. A rigid casting. So see here, so it is a horizontal one. Rigid casting is it is mounted on the horizontal on the column one. So it is called as column one. It can be moved up and down by the elevating screw arm. So based on the screw one, it is moved for upward and backward one or up and down. So the cross rail based on the elevating screw we have. Based on the screw one, so when the screw will be lift one, the cross rail will move for upward one. So when the screw will be loose one, so the cross rail move for downward. So it carries this flow slides which two heads one. So it carries for two slides summer. So with the two heads. So it slides two slides. It carry two slides with the two heads one. The tool heads can be moved horizontally on the guideways of cross railway. So here, the tool head can move horizontally on the guideways. So we have a tool head. So tool head it move for the horizontally on the guideways of cross rail. So but here cross rail is moved also horizontal direction. Okay. So next one is tool head. So tool head is very important one. So it contains tool post for the holding the tool one. So why we can use it for tool head means it contains the tool post for the holding the tools on. So the tool post or we can call as clapper box is hanging to the head. So we have tool post or we can call as the clapper block is hanging to the head. During the return stroke, the cutting tool will be lifted. So it is we have the forward stroke and we have the return stroke one. So during the return stroke, the cutting tool will be lifted. In commonly we discussed in previous one, tool head one. The tool head can be spilled throughout 60 degrees on either side of its vertical position. So we are using the tool head. It can be spilled through 60 degrees. It will be spilled for 60 degrees on the either side of its vertical position. Okay, it's spilled through the 60 degrees on each side on its vertical position through the 60 degrees onwards. So it is one of the very important tool for the planing machine tool head. So these are the parts, major components of the planing machine. Okay, so these are the 5 parts is very important. Majorly bed. First of all, bed. Next one is table one. Third one is housing or column one. Fourth thing is cross rail. And fifth one is tool handle. Next one is specifications. Specifications of the planing machine. So see here specifications. What are the important specifications these are? So first of all, see here specifications of the planing machine. First of all, distance between the two housings. So the distance between the two housings specifications is nothing but requirement of the planing machine. Okay, the total dimensions, total entire data. So you can choose for this kind of specifications. The specifications మనం proper use చేయగలిగితే మన ప్లేనింగ్ మిషన్ అనేది ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా ప్రాపర్ గా ఫిట్టింగ్ అయ్యి అసెంబ్లింగ్ అయ్యి సో మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే ప్రాపర్ ఫ్లాట్ సర్ఫేసెస్ అనేది ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. అసెంబ్లింగ్ అనేది ఈ డైమెన్షన్స్ లో ఈ స్పెసిఫికేషన్స్ లో లేవు అంటే the entire planing machine is go for wrong way, wrong direction. It will be move and produce the not for flat surfaces. Entire surfaces it will be producing. So that is very important. Specifications of the any kind of machines is very important. But it comes to here specifications of the planer work. First of all, distance between two housings. We have the two housings. The distance is very important. Height between the table and the cross rail as its uppermost position. To arrange the height between the table and the cross lane as it's the uppermost position. Okay, table and cross rail height between the uppermost position. Third one is maximum length of the table travel. So the maximum length of the table travel, the table will travel for maximum length. So In table one, in table upward one, we have the T slot. The T slots onwards, we are clamping the workpiece, but the maximum length of the table travel is very important. It is travel, move forward and backward. Maximum length is very important one. The number of speeds and feeds are available one. So number of speeds and feeds are also available in this kind of planing mission. Next one is power input. Power input also very important one. So in this, especially so in this kind of heavy production machining operation one, the power input is very important one. So it takes the large power one. It uses the large power convention one. Next one is floor space is required one. Why? Because it is used for mass production one. Large size workpieces to produce the flat purposes, flat surfaces purpose. We can use it for planing machine. So that's why it's required the floor space is more one. It need for the floor space is more one compared to shaper one. Okay, the shaper it occupy the floor space is very less one. Why? Because we can use it for the small workpieces one. But here in this planing machine, we can use it for the large size workpieces. So that's why the floor space is required more one. Okay, type of drive. So the type of drive also very important. Which kind of drive we are using? Next one is the net weight of the machine. Total weight of the machine also very important one. In shaping, planing, and slotting, we have three kind of machines. So the weight is very important one. So that also we can calculate for the weight also. These are the specifications. So next one is mechanism. Mechanism to drive the table. So we have some mechanism. Based on this mechanism, that table will be drive. Okay, mechanism to drive the table. So based on this mechanism, it drive the table. The first one is open or cross belt drive one. First of all, open on cross drive belt drive one. Next one is reversible motor drive one. Next one is hydraulic drive. So these three kind of drives were used for to drive the table one. Okay, so it is one of the mechanisms we are using in the planing machine. First of all, open cross belt drive one, reversible motor drive one, hydraulic drive. So these three kind of mechanisms used for the planing machines. Next one is planer operations. So by using the planing machine, what kind of surfaces we want to produce, what kind of parts we want to produce in this. First of all, by using the planing machine to produce the horizontal surfaces one. And the next one is to produce the vertical surfaces also. So by using this planing machine to produce the horizontal surfaces, vertical surfaces, angular surfaces, and dovetails also. Okay, next one is by using planing machine to produce the curved surfaces also. So next one is by using the planing machine to produce slots, keyways, and grooves also. So it is one of the planing machines. These planing machines are used to produce these kind of parts, to make these kind of parts one. The first one is by using any workpiece one to produce a horizontal surfaces one. So to produce vertical surfaces one, to produce angular surfaces one, to produce the dovetail one, to produce curved surfaces one, by using the planing operation to produce slots, keyways, and grooves. So these are the planer operation. By using the planer machine to produce these kind of operations. Okay, very important one, planing machine. So next one is the comparison. So comparison is very important. So what is the comparison between planer and shaper one? But before you can go for the tools. Tools is very important one. In these planing machines, so we can do the number of operations here. So see here. So not for 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8 kind of operations we are doing on the planing machine one. So in 8 kind of operations one, we have the tools. 8 kind of tools we want to need. So see here, they are general similar in shapes and to angles to those used on the lathe and shaping machines. So they are general similar in shaping and tool angles. So the tool angles also similar to the planing shaping machine. So the shaping machine and planing machines we are used for the similar tools. And as a planer tools has to take up heavy cut and coarse field during a long cutting stroke. So the planer tool has to take up a heavy cut some. So by planing tools, we are used to planing tools to cut the heavy work pieces. So during a long cutting stroke, the tool are made heavier and larger in cross section. So here the tool are made for heavier and larger in cross section. Why? Because so we produce the flat surfaces So the big size of workpieces, large size of workpieces we are using here. So that's why to make the tool for the heavier and large in cross section. So next one is see here different types of tools here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So 8 kind of tools we have. So see here. First of all, right hand rough tool. First one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 kind of tools we are using. So by using these eight kind of tools to produce different operation. First of all, right hand roughing tool, this one. So next one is round nose rough tool, this one. Second one is round nose rough tool, this one. Third one is right hand slide cutting tool, this one. So this is the third tool. So by using this tool, what we produce means by using this third one to produce the route and sorry amma. So first one is right hand rough tool. Second one is left hand right tool. So right hand it is a left hand. So both are for the roughing tools. Comes to the third one. So it is a round nose roughing tools. So it is round one. So that's what we can call as round nose roughing tools. It is a right hand roughing tool, left hand rough tool. So it is the round nose rough tool. Next one is so see here fourth one, square nose rough tool. It is a square we have. So we have the square shape. So that's why the tool is in square shape. So that's why square nose rough tool. This one. So first of all is the right hand roughness tool, left hand roughness tool. So round nose rough tool, square nose rough tool one. So next one is fifth one. So see here it is a fifth tool one. Right hand side cutting tool. Okay, right hand side cutting tool. This is the side cutting tool. This is it. Sixth one is so see here. So this sixth one is left hand side cutting tool. So this six is nothing but left hand side cutting tool. Next one is 7. But using this 7 one, right hand dovetail tool, this one. So this 7 is right hand dovetail tool. Next one is 8 one. So it is a left hand dovetail tool. So here measure. So it is overall 8 one. So the measure we have the 3 types of operations we can do. Roughing tools. Next one is cutting tools. Next one is dovetail tools. So these 3 are very important. Rough tools we have the right, left, square, round. But comes to the slide cutting one, left side slide cutting we have, right side cutting tool we have. Next one is dovetail. So left hand dovetail tool, right hand dovetail tool. So 3 kind of tools major one we can see here. So it is the planing missions tooling amma. So it is our today class amma. So next class we will discuss for another topic amma. Thank you amma. So comes to in the previous 3 classes one we were discussing about it is overall Tardinate amma. In Tardinate one we were discussing about first of all shaping mission. What is the shaping mission one? Next one what is the slotting mission one? Next one is today classes what is the planing mission. So next classes is we will discuss about in Tardinate one majorly. So drilling and boring. So the drilling or boring is completed. The third unit also completed. The remaining 2 topics are drilling and boring. So next class we will discuss that topic one. Thank you, Amma.